I really don't think you have anything to worry about, Charlie Brown. After all, science has shown that a person's character isn't really established until he's at least 5 years old.
But I am 5. I'm more than 5.
Oh. Well, that's the way it goes.
The only thing wrong with my big brother Charlie Brown is his lack of confidence. Well, his inferiority is lack of confidence. His clumsiness, his inferiority, his lack of confidence. His stupidity, his clumsiness, his inferiority, his lack of confidence. His...
You're the kind of reminder we need.
Did you know that Charlie Brown has never pitched a winning baseball game, never been able to keep a kite in the air, never won a game of checkers, and never successfully punted a football? Sometimes I marvel at his consistency.
Nobility, nobility, and a sense of honor that is very rare indeed.
I think Charlie Brown has nice hands.
It is truly a dog's life, filled with many challenges. You try acting all excited when that round-headed kid comes home from school.
A prince and a prince could be king.
Now, Linus, I want you to take a good look at Charlie Brown's face. Would you please hold still a minute, Charlie Brown? I want Linus to really look at your face. Now, this is what you call a failure face. Notice how it has failure written all over it. Study it carefully. You rarely see such a good example. Notice the deep lines, the dull, vacant look in the eyes. Yes, I would say that this is one of the finest examples of a failure face that you're liable to see for a long while.
Some days, I like to wake up early and watch the sun rise, and I think how beautiful it is and how my life lies before me, and I get a very positive feeling about things. Like this morning, for instance, the sky was so clear and the sun was so bright. How could anything go wrong in a day like this? I'm late!
Watch
but I confess I don't know what they mean. I wanna ride like I should and do everything right, but I lie awake at night,
Never sleep,
with questions in my ear,
loud and deep.
I wanna join the dance,
Take the lead,
but the answer is clear. Then I hear Charlie Brown.
You're a good man.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
Get on the bus.
Get on the bus! Go ahead, get on the bus, Charlie Brown.
Want to be late for school?
That's right. Don't want to be late.
Don't want to be late for school. You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
There they go, but you're the kind of reminder we need. Don't know what they mean. I'm not just but that's very rare in between.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
You're a prince and the prince could be king. With a heart such as yours, you could open any door. You could all. You could be King Charlie Brown. You could be something lasts forever. You could be all good things must end. I've memorized that phrase by heart. We're born for this part, so tell me you're a good man. I need to know when you're a good man, Charlie Brown. When do the good things start? You're a good man, Charlie Brown. Oh, you're a good man, Charlie Brown. Oh, you're a good man, Charlie Brown.
This is my report on the past. The past has always interested people. I must admit, however, that I don't know very much about it. I wasn't here when it happened.
Lunchtime is about the worst time of day for me. Always having to sit here alone. And then, of course, sometimes mornings aren't so pleasant either. Waking up and wondering if anyone would really miss me if I never got out of bed. And then there's the night, too. Lying there and thinking about all the stupid things I've done during the day. All those hours in between when I've done the stupid things. Lunchtime is about the worst time of day for me. Well, I guess I'd better check to see what I've got. Peanut butter. Some psychiatrists say that people who eat peanut butter sandwiches are lonely. I guess they're right. And when you're really lonely, the peanut butter sticks to the roof of your mouth. There's that little red-headed girl sitting over there eating her lunch. I wonder what she would do if I got up, went over, and sat down to eat lunch with her. She'd probably laugh right in my face. And it's hard on a face when it gets laughed in. There's an empty seat right next to her. There's no reason why I couldn't just get up, go and sit there. Well, she would probably laugh right in my face. But all I have to do is stand up. I'm standing up. I'm sitting down. I'm a coward. I'm so much of a coward that she would never even think to look at me. She hardly ever does look at me. In fact, I can't think of one time she ever has looked at me. Why in the world should she look at me? Is she so big and I'm so small that she can't even spare one little moment? She's looking at me. She's looking at me.
No, Sally, you're thinking of that other dress, the one that works with Lucinda's party. The one I'm talking about is the very light blue dress, and it has a design embroidered around the waist. I I don't remember. Oh, it's something like this. And the skirt went out like this, and it had these big puffy sleeves, and the sash like this.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Yes, well, that was the dress that I was wearing when I met Rita last time. And she said that she's like, oh.
Lunchtime is about the worst time of day for me. If that little red-headed girl looks over here and sees me with this stupid bag over my head, she's going to think I'm the biggest fool alive. But if she isn't looking, then maybe I can take the bag off real quick, and she would never have to know that the bag was on my head in the first place. But on the other hand, if I never take it off, I'll never have to know if she was looking or not. Oh, but then again, it is very hard to breathe in here. She's not looking at me. I wonder why she never looks at me. Well, one more lunch hour over with. Only 3,268 more to go. All I need is one more try. Gotta get that kite to fly. And I'm not that kind of guy who gives up easily. You're a good man. You're a good man.
I'm sure you could play something nice like April showers. Oh, Riva Frera Shaka. Beethoven's nice too. Just imagine, what would you think if someday you and I should get married? Wouldn't you like that if someday we two should get married?
My Aunt Marion was right. Never try to discuss marriage with a musician.
Happiness is a fleeting thing, Sally, but I think that a man can really come closer to it by directing the forces of his life towards a single goal that he believes in. And I think that a man's personal search for happiness really isn't a selfish thing either, because by achieving happiness himself, he can then help others to find it. Does that make sense to you?
We had spaghetti at our house 3 times this week.
Good grief.
You know, a princess sort of thing. A white dress, nice slippers, and a big ballroom. Oh, but I guess that's sort of silly, isn't it, Charlie Brown?
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, we all have our little daydreams and ambitions, or whatever you want to call them. In fact, I've had one for myself for years, but I've never told anyone.
What, Charlie Brown? You can tell me.
Oh, no, it's not the sort of thing to tell.
Oh, come on. I wouldn't give it away. Oh, come on, please.
Well, I've always been wanting to be called Flash. I just hate the name Charlie, and the name Flash is so magnificent, and everyone around school would call me Flash, and I'd be real athletic.
Hey, Frida, listen to this.
What's the matter, Sally?
I don't know. Everything was going fine. I was jumping rope, and then suddenly, it all seemed so futile.
Beethoven used to be fond of taking long walks in the country. He was always inspired by the beautiful sounds of the countryside.
Come back with that ball!
Beethoven had a knife. I think I'm losing my flavor.
Hi, Snoopy. We're home from school. Hi there, fella. Gosh, it's good to see you.
Oh, Snoopy, you're so adorable.
Okay, Snoopy, back on your doghouse. I'll be out later with your supper.
I think Snoopy's such a wonderful dog.
Oh, me too. He's just about the best there is.
They like me, I think they're swell. Isn't it remarkable how things turn out so well? Pleasant day, pretty sky, life goes on. Here I lie, not bad at all. Cozy home, board and bread, sturdy roof beneath my head. Not bad at all. Faithful friends, always near me, bring me bones, scratch my ear. Little birds come to cheer me every day. Sitting here on my stomach with their sharp little claws, which are usually cold and occasionally painful. And sometimes there are so many that I can hardly stand it. Rats! I feel every now and then that I gotta bite someone. I know every now and then what I wanna be. A fierce jungle animal crouched on the limb of a tree. Sticking very still till I see a victim come. I wait knowing very well every second counts. And then like the fierce jungle creature I am, I would bounce. Rough. I bounce. Rough. Rough. I bounce. Rough. 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 Ay, 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 ay.
You know, I never realized it was so far down to the ground from up here. Let me see. Where was I? Oh, that's right. The pretty sky, not bad, not bad at all. Cozy home, board and bread, sturdy roof beneath my head, not bad, not bad at all. Not bad, not bad at all. I wonder if it will snow tonight. I think I'm gonna walk right up to that little redheaded girl and introduce myself. I think I'll introduce myself and I'll tell her to sit down right next to me. I think I'll tell her to sit down next to me, and I think I'll tell her how much I've always admired her. I think I'll just flap my arms and fly to the moon. Yesterday, I was a dog. Today, I'm a dog. Tomorrow, I'll probably still be a dog. There's just so little hope for advancement.
Today is April Fool's Day, Charlie Brown. I think I'll play a little trick on you. Yes, I think I'll try a little trick. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? Understand that this is April Fool's Day. Are you sure? I want to make certain understand. Okay? Hey, Charlie Brown, guess what? That little red-headed girl is over there. And she wants to give you a big hug and a kiss.
Oh, really? Wow, this is fantastic!
April Fool! Just like shooting a fish in a barrel.
Snoopy! Oh, thank you, Charlie Brown. Snoopy! Snoopy. Snoopy. Snoopy, Snoopy. Snoopy! 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 Do you see this stick? I, the human being, will throw the stick, and you, the dog, will retrieve it.
I, the dog, could not be less interested.
Good grief.
I got it!
Lucy, give me back my blanket!
You want it? No, you can't get it! Do you want your blanket?
Yes, I want my
Are you
blanket!
sure? You want it?
Lucy, just
Can you
give
get
it back!
Can you get it? No!
Lucy, give me back my blanket!
Here. No, you can't! Do you want it? Do you want it?
You give me back my blanket!
No! I've got it, and I'm going to keep it. This is just the help you need to help you break this disgusting habit.
Apparently, you haven't read the latest scientific reports. A blanket is just as important to a child as a hobby is to an adult. Yes, many a man spends his time restoring antique automobiles, or building model train sets, or collecting old telephones, or even studying the Civil War. Well, this is called playing in the past.
Really?
Certainly. And this is good, for it helps these men to cope with their everyday problems. Now, I believe it's going to be absolutely necessary for me to get my blanket back, so I'm just gonna have to give it a good yank.
Oh!
It's surprising what you can do with a little smooth talking and some fast action. Got you back again. Delightful! Sucking your thumb without a blanket? It's like eating a cone without ice cream. My blanket and me.
Hey, come on, guys, you gotta see this.
I love you, I love you, I love you.
There's my little baby brother with his little baby blanket. There's your silly little brother with his silly little blanket. You know how babies are with their blankets.
What do you mean? It's a cozy sanctuary, but it's far from necessary, cause I'm just as self-reliant as before. As a simple demonstration of my independenzation, we'll go and leave my blanket on the floor. Yes, I'll walk away and leave it, though I know you won't believe it. Just walk away and leave it on the floor. La 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 la. La 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 la. Yes, I'll walk away and leave it on the...
You're a hopeless case, Linus.
Don't ever let me do that again. Oh, blanket. I thought I could do it. I actually thought I could do it.
this big palace with a big front lawn, and they'll have lots and lots of beautiful dresses to wear. And when I go out in my coach, all the people will cheer, and I will shout
Lucy,
at them.
I believe Queen is an inherited title. Yes, I'm quite sure a person can only become queen by being born into a royal family of the correct lineage so that she can assume the throne after the death of the reigning monarch. I'm sorry, Lucy, but I don't see any way you could ever possibly become queen.
And in the summertime, I will go to my summer palace, and I will wear my crown and swimming and everything. And when I go out, all the people will shout, and I will cheer at them, and... What do you mean I can't be queen?
It's true.
There must be a loophole. This kind of thing always has a loophole. Nobody should be kept from being a queen if she wants to be one. It's undemocratic.
Good grief.
It's usually just a matter of knowing the right people. I'm sure with a few pieces of well-placed correspondence, and I get to be queen in no time.
That's great. I think I'll just watch television.
I know what I'll do. If I can't become queen, then I'll become very rich. Yes, I'll work and I'll work until I become very rich. And then I will buy myself a queendom.
Good grief.
Yes, I will buy myself a queendom, and I will kick out the old queen and take over the whole operations myself. Then I will be head queen. Okay, switch channels.
Are you kidding? I'm not one of your royal subjects that you can just boss around. What makes you think you have the right to just come in here and take over?
These 5 fingers, individually, they are nothing. But when I curl them together into a single unit, they become a fighting force terrible to behold!
Yes, Your Majesty.
Supper time?
Not yet.
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 A C.
A C.
I got a C on my coat hanger sculpture? How can anyone get a C in coat hanger sculpture? May I ask a question? Was I judged on the piece of sculpture itself? If so, is this not unfair? For only time alone can judge a work of art. Perhaps I was judged on my talent. If so, is this not unfair? For how am I supposed to be held responsible over a part of my life over which I have no control? If I was judged on my effort, then I was judged unfairly, for I tried as hard as I could. Perhaps I was being judged on what I learned about this project. If so, well, not you, my teacher, also being judged on your ability to transmit your knowledge to me. Are you willing to share my seed? Perhaps I was being judged on the quality of the coat hanger itself out of which my creation was made. Is this not also unfair? Am I to be held responsible for the quality of the coat hangers returned to our family by the dry cleaning establishments that clean our garments? Is this not the responsibility of my parents? Should they not share my seed? Thank you, Miss Akmar. The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Little more speed, little more rope, little more wind, little more hope. Gotta get the stupid kite to fly. Gotta make sure it doesn't snag, it doesn't droop, it doesn't drag. Gotta watch out for every little whoops. Little more speed, little more tact, little less rise, little more slack. Gotta keep my wits about me now. Gotta make sure it doesn't get the best of me till I get it in the air somehow. Millions of little kids do it every day. They make a kite and hope it's in the sky. Leave it to me to have the one old kite who likes to see a little kid cry. Little less luck, little will, little less luck, little more skill. Gotta meet this fella eye to eye. Now I've seen you chasing moles, climbing trees, digging holes, catching a string on everything passing by. Why not fly? Wait a minute. What's it doing? It isn't on the ground. It isn't in a tree. It's in the air. Look at that. It's caught the breeze now. It's past the trees now, with room to spare. Oh, what a beautiful sight. And I'm not such a clumsy guy. If I really try, I can really fly.
How are you today, Sally?
I'm mad. I'm mad at the whole world.
Are you mad at everybody in the whole world?
Yes, I'm mad at everybody.
Are you mad at all the animals? The bird and the fish? Are you mad at all the trees and the flowers?
Yes, I'm mad at everything.
Are you mad at the sky? At the stars? Are you mad at the ground? Are you mad at the rocks? Are you mad at cars and buildings and TVs and circuses and roller skates and bracelets?
You didn't mention jump ropes.
Are you mad at jump ropes?
I'm especially mad at the
Here, Lucy. This is for you. Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, that didn't sound right. Here, Lucy, this is for you. Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, that didn't sound right either. Here, Lucy, this is for you. Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, that sure didn't sound right either. Here, Lucy, this is for you. Merry Christmas. Oh. I'd give anything if that little red-headed girl sent me a Valentine. Maybe she did send me a Valentine, and it's in our mailbox right now. But if she didn't send me a Valentine, I'll be crushed. But on the other hand, if she did send me a Valentine, oh, I've got to check. Hello. Nothing echoes like an empty mailbox.
You know, I was thinking about how you didn't get me Valentine's, big brother, and I think I figured it out. You didn't get me Valentine's because no one sent you any.
I sent a Valentine to every single person I know. And did I get any in return? No, not one single Valentine. Nobody likes me. I get about as many Valentines as a dog. 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. Oh,
90,
Oh.
91, 92,
My stomach hurts.
94, 95.
Oh, Lucy, I'm so depressed. Today's been such an awful day.
I'm sorry to hear that, Charlie Brown. Maybe there's something I can do to help. I think what you need most of all is to come out and admit all the things that are wrong with you.
Do you really think that'll help?
Certainly.
All right, well, I'll give it a try. I'm not very handsome or clever or lucid. I've always been stupid at spelling and numbers. And I'm not very much playing football or baseball or stickball or marbles or checkers or paintball. I'm usually awful at parties and dances. I stand like a stick, or I cough, or I laugh, or I don't bring a present, or I spill the ice cream, or I get so depressed that I just stand and I scream, oh, how could I possibly be one small person as thoroughly, totally, utterly loved as me?
Well, that's okay for a starter.
A starter?
Certainly. You don't think that mentioning these few superficial failings is going to do you any good, do you? Why, Charlie Brown, you really have to delve. You're stupid, self-centered, and moody.
I'm moody.
You're terribly dull to be with.
Yes, I am. And nobody likes me, not Frida, or Shermy, or Linus, or Schroeder,
Or Lucy.
or Lucy,
Or Snoopy.
or Snoop. Now, wait a minute, Snoopy likes me.
He only pretends to like you because you feed him. That doesn't count.
Or Snoopy. Oh, why was I born just to be one small person as thoroughly, totally, utterly?
Wait! You're not very much of a person.
That's...
And yet there is a reason for hope.
There's hope.
For although you are no good at music like Schroeder, or happy like Snoopy, or lovely like me, you have the distinction to be no one else but the singular, remarkable, unique Charlie Brown.
I'm me!
Yes, it's amazingly true. For whatever it's worth, Charlie Brown, you're
You know what, Lucy? I'm beginning to feel a lot better already. You're a true friend, Lucy. A true friend.
That'll be 5 cents, please. So, I couldn't decide if I wanted to try fudge marble, chocolate, rocky road, vanilla, butter pecan. I decided to try fudge marble. Then I had to choose between a plain cone, a waffle cone, or a sugar cone. I chose the sugar cone. And then what happened? I stepped outside the door and dropped the whole thing on the sidewalk. Don't tell me my life isn't a Shakespearean tragedy.
Today is my grandfather's birthday.
How old is he?
He's 63. It's hard to believe he was once a human being.
Why is it I always have my supper in the red dish and my drinking water in the yellow dish? One of these days, I'm going to have my supper in the yellow dish and my drinking water in the red dish. Life is just too short not to live it up a little.
money. Who cares about money? This is art, you blockhead. This is great music I'm playing. And playing great music is an art. Do you hear me? An art. Art, 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 art.
Oh, you fascinate me. What? What? What?
Call the principal and in the news we've got a holiday that he can't refuse. A day of harmony, a day of music, Beethoven's birthday.
Beethoven Day.
A reverential mission, Beethoven Day, the hope of each musician. No more am I the only guy to stand up and say, hooray, Beethoven, hooray.
Beethoven Day, yes, as in Ludwig von Beethoven, composer, born 1770, died 1827. The eldest of 3 sons, Ludwig's mother was the daughter of the chief overseer in the kitchen of the
Oh,
palace.
whatever. Schroeder, I want you to know I'm on your side with this whole Beethoven Day thing. I want to help you publicity-wise.
Thanks for your support, but I just don't want to see Beethoven's birthday commercialized.
Commercialize?
Yes! Next thing you know, they'll be wearing Beethoven t-shirts! Beethoven Day. If you're wondering how to start, just blow the music till you know it by heart. We're gonna celebrate, we'll throw a party, Beethoven's birthday. Beethoven Day, and when you say the title, Beethoven Day, you'll hear a great recital. The right of that boy and girl to stand up and say, hooray, Beethoven, hooray. Beethoven Day. 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 I'll still harmonic jump. Beethoven Day. I'll polyphonic jump. Dedication. Let me stand up and say, hooray, Beethoven, hooray.
I got it! We'll demand full-page ads in every newspaper.
We'll start a chain of Beethoven superstores.
We'll build a Beethoven theme park.
We can have a big sale. Wait! That's too commercial. Let's imagine that glorious hour, filled with emotion, yet inspired with power. When we honor the man we adore, on the day we play the newest
fields and woodlands lie open and inviting.
Well, if it's such a magnificent day, why spoil it for the rabbits?
Come on, Snoopy. Where's that old thrill of a chase? Where's your spirit of adventure? What kind of dog are you anyway?
A sleeping dog. You take it from there.
You should be ashamed of yourself, wasting a perfect day like today. The scent is fresh. The trail is clear. Now let's get out there and find ourselves a big old rabbit.
Well, she seems determined. Might as well get her money's worth.
We ought to see lots of game at today.
Sometimes when you're depressed, all you want to do is nothing. All you want to do is lay your head on your arm and stare into space. Sometimes this can go on for hours. And if you're unusually depressed, you might even have to switch arms. Today has been such an awful day. I sure hope tomorrow will be better.
In some parts of the world, tomorrow is already today. And today is yesterday. If tomorrow is already today, Charlie Brown, there is no way tomorrow could be a better day.
You're a lot of fun to have around.
Chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits,
Chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits.
Homework.
A book report on Peter Rabbit.
Report on Peter Rabbit.
Peter Rabbit. Peter Rabbit is a stupid book about a stupid rabbit who steals vegetables from other people's gardens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 83 to go. Ooh.
Name of the book about which this book report is about is Peter Rabbit, which is about this rabbit. I found it I like the part where it reminded me of Robin Hood. And the part where the little dog jumped on the rock and the sheriff was not even back. And then Robin and everyone fought in the trees and the sun surprised back. And then after the sheriff and all his goods, and they carried him back to their camp in the woods. The sheriff was guessing their dinner and all, but he wriggled away and he sounded the call. This man rushed in and the arrow flew. Peter Rabbit did sort of that kind of thing too.
The other people's name was McGregor. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh.
When examining a work, such as Peter Rabbit, it is important that the superficial characteristics of its deceptively simple plot should not be allowed to blind the readers to the more substantial fabrics of its deeper motivations. In this report, I plan to discuss sociological implications of family pressure so great as to drive an otherwise moral rabbit to perform acts of thievery, which he consciously knew were against the law. I also hope to explore Mr. McGregor in his conflicting roles as both farmer and humanitarian.
If I start writing now and I'm not really rested, it could upset my thinking, which is no good at all. I'll get a fresh start tomorrow, and it's not due till Wednesday, so I'll have all of Tuesday unless something should happen. Why does this always happen? I should be outside playing, getting fresh air and sunshine. I work best under pressure, and there'll be lots of pressure if I wait till tomorrow. If I start writing now, but if I start writing now when I'm not really rested, it could upset my thinking, which is no good at all.
What's the name of the rabbit? Let's see. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Yes!
Down came the staff on his head, smash, and Robin fell like a sack full of lead, crash. The sheriff laughed and he left him for dead. Aha! But he was wrong.
35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
So the arrow flew in wing. It was a sign for the fight to begin, sing. And then it looked like the sheriff would win. Ah! But not for long. Away they ran. Just like rabbits who run a lot. As you can tell from the story of Peter Rabbit, which this report is about. Rabbits, 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 chasing rabbits. How do they expect us to write a book report?
There were fish in the garden.
In just 2 days.
Such as carrots and spinach and onions and
How can they conspire to make life so miserable and so effectively in so many ways?
Not to mention the extreme pressure exerted on him by deeply
Here's the World War I flying ace, high over France, in his sock with camel, searching for the Red Baron. I must bring him down. Suddenly, anti-aircraft fire, Archie we used to call it, begins to burst beneath my plane. The Red Baron has spotted me. Well, actually, tough flying aces never say nya 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 nya. I just, drat this fog. It's bad enough to have to fight the Red Baron without having to fly in weather like this. All right, Red Baron, where are you? You can't hide forever. Sun has broken through. I can see the woods of Montesec below. And what's that? It's a Fokker triplane! Ha! I've got you this time, Red Baron. He's got me again. I've got to run. Come on, Sock with Camel. Let's go. Go, Camel, go. I can't shake him. He's filling my plane with bullets. Curse you, Red Baron! Curse you and your kind! Curse the evil that causes all this unhappiness! Here's the World War I flying ace, back at the aerodrome in France. He is exhausted, and yet he does not sleep. For one thought continues to burn in his mind. Someday, I'll get you, Red Baron!
Yeah, that's what you think. Oh 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 yeah, that's what you think.
What?
That's my new philosophy. Oh yeah, that's what you think.
Well, why are you telling me?
What?
Why are you telling me?
Why are you telling me? I like it. That's a good philosophy too. Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me my philosophy? The teacher gave the D on last week's homework. She said, Miss Sally Brown, your grades are going down. I could have told
That's my new philosophy.
That's your new philosophy.
Why are you telling me my new philosophy?
That's great, Sally. But if you'll excuse me, I've got to practice Chopin's Nocturne in B flat.
No! I like it. That's a good philosophy too. No! 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 No!
That's your new philosophy, huh?
Yes! I mean, no. Just like a busy bee, each new philosophy can fly from tree to tree and keep moving. When life's a daisy maze on alternating days, I choose a different phrase.
New philosophy.
Philosophy.
Sally, some philosophies are simple. Man does not live by bread alone. Some philosophies are clear.
Keep your message at the sound of the tone. Some philosophies pick and choose, deciding what goes in it.
Some take a lifetime.
Might take a minute.
Sally, something that only takes a minute can't be very lasting. For instance, Beethoven took over 2 years to write his brilliant Ninth Symphony.
No,
I can't stand it!
I can't stand it. I like it. It's like a guarantee. My new philosophy, and things are sure to be a whole lot brighter. Oh yeah, that's what you think. Why are you telling me? No, I can't stand it. Now life is free and easy, much more philosophy with my brand new. You know, someone once said that we should live each day as though the last rest of our lives. I'm insane! This is the last day! We only got 24 hours left! This is the last day! Help me! Help me! Ah! Clearly, some philosophies aren't for all people. That's my new philosophy.
Come on, gang, come on. All right. I want this to be the biggest and best game of the season, and I want everyone out there playing with everything he's got.
Hey, Charlie Brown, I thought of some new strategy for you. Why don't we tell the other team that we're going to play at one place? Oh, it isn't the real place. So when we show up and the other team isn't there, we will have to win the game by 7! Isn't that a good strategy? I don't understand these managers who don't want to use good strategy.
The thing we have to remember is spirit and teamwork. And if we really grit our teeth and bear down,
The other team is trash-talking us, Charlie Brown. But I'll show them. Hey, you! You think you're so tough, huh? When Mozart was your age, he was already writing symphonies. That really showed him.
I'll bet it did. The thing we have to remember is spirit and teamwork. And if we really grit...
Perhaps you shouldn't be a playing manager, Charlie Brown. Perhaps you should be a bench manager.
A bench manager? Oh, that's a great idea, Big Brother. Listen to this, listen to this, listen to this. You could be in charge of telling the bench what to do. You could say, hey, bench, do this, or hey, bench, do that. Oh, and when we get to the playing field, you could even decide where we put the bench. You could say, let's put the bench here, or let's put the bench there.
I can't stand it.
What's the sense in our playing if we know we're going to lose? I mean, if there was even 1,000,000 to 1 chance, then it would make some sense.
Yeah.
Well, there may not be 1,000,000 to 1 chance, but I'm sure there's at least 1,000,000,000 to 1 chance.
Yeah!
Come on! Give me a T!
T!
Give me an E!
T!
Give me an A!
A!
Give me an M!
M!
What have you got?
T!
There is no team like the best team, which is our team right here. and the championship is ours.
Dear pen pal, you'll never guess what happened today at the baseball game. It's hard to believe what happened today at the baseball game. I was the manager, Schroeder was catcher, and all of our team was the same as always, but somehow or other, disaster struck at the baseball game. Huddle up! The bases were loaded with 2 men out. I pitched my curve and somehow he hit it a good strong clout. See, I hollered, it's coming right to ya. She caught it as easy as pie, then dropped it. I don't think it's good for a team's morale to see their manager cry. Snoopy helped out by finding a runner and catching the ball with his teeth. Linus caught flies from a 10-story window by holding his blanket beneath. Yes, we had more to do, no one could argue with that. And 1-1 would win us the game as I came up to bat.
Charlie Brown, Charlie Brown, Charlie Brown. All right, Charlie Brown. All behind you. I mean, sort of. I mean, look at this kid, Charlie Brown. He can't pitch. He pitches like my grandmother, Charlie Brown. Now, all you have to do is bear down. Just bear down. And when you get to his face, watch me give a signal. Scotty, let's go.
All we have to do is win just one more game.
And the championship is ours.
Two outs and me with 1 strike to go. Then I saw her, this cute little red-headed girl I know. Firmly I vowed I would win it for her, so I shouldered my bat and I swung. Dear pen pal, I'm told where you live is really quite far. Would you please send directions on how I can get where you are? Your friend, Charlie
Lucy, I'm sorry to have to say it to your face, but it's true. You're a very crabby person. Now, I'm sure your crabbiness is probably so natural at this point, you don't even realize when you're being crabby, but it's true just the same. You're a very crabby person, and you're crabby to just about everybody you meet. Now, I hope you don't take offense to this, you take it in the spirit that it's meant. But I think that Socrates was very correct when he said the first rule for anybody in life is to to know thyself. Well, I think I've said enough. I hope I didn't offend you or anything.
Well, who was Socrates anyway? Did she ever get to be queen? Yeah, tell me that. Did she ever get to be queen? Did she ever get to be queen? What's Socrates got to do with it anyway? Know thyself.
Come on, Snoopy, come on. Hey, you want to help me get my arm back into shape? All right, now watch out for this one. It's a new fastball. Whoa!
I'm gonna try again, Flash.
Now watch out for this one. It's a new fastball. Whoa!
Charlie Brown, I was wondering if you could answer a few questions for me.
Certainly, Lucy.
Okay, well, I'm conducting a survey to enable me to know myself better. And first of all, I'd like to ask, on a scale of 0 to 100, with a standard of 50 as average, 75 as above average, and 90 as exceptional, where would you rate me with regards to crabbiness?
Well, Lucy,
Your ballots need not be signed, and all answers will be held in strictest confidence.
Well, still, Lucy, that's a very hard question to answer.
Well, you may have a few moments to think it over if you'd like, or we can come back to that question later.
I think I'd like to come back to it later if you don't mind.
Okay. The next question deals with certain characteristics you may have observed. Regarding personality, would you say that I am A, forceful, B, pleasing, or C, objectionable? What would your answer be, Charlie Brown? A, B, or C? What would you say, Charlie Brown? A, B, or C?
Oh, well, Lucy, I guess I'd have to say forceful.
Forceful. Well, I'll just put a check mark by the letter A. The next question is, would you rate my ability to get along with other people as poor, fair, good, or excellent?
Well, Lucy, I think it depends on what you mean by get along with other people.
Oh, no. Make friends, sparkle in the crowd, that sort of thing.
Is there a space for abstention?
Certainly. We'll just put none of the above. The next question deals with my physical appearance. In referring to my beauty, would you say that I was A, stunning, B, mysterious, or C, intoxicating?
Oh, well, I don't know, Lucy. You look just fine to me.
A, stunning. All right. I think it's time we get back to that first question. On a scale of 0 to 100, with a standard of 50 as average, 75.
I remember the question, Lucy.
Well,
51?
51. 51 is your crabbiness rating for me. Well, I think that about does it. Thank you very much, Charlie Brown. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated.
Of course, Lucy. Anytime. Come on, Snoopy, come on!
Oh, one more question, Charlie Brown. Would you say yes or no to the question, is Lucy Van Pelt the kind of person you would like as the president of your club or civic organization?
Of course, Lucy. By all means.
Yes, well, I think that about does it. Thank you very much, Charlie Brown. Well, who asked you anyway? Now let's see, we just add these two columns together. Schroeder was right. I can already feel myself being filled with a glow of self-awareness. Oh, Sally! I'm glad you're here. I'm conducting a survey of 110, C, poor, no, none of the above, and what are you going to do about that dent you made in my bicycle, huh? It's amazing word of these surveys gets around. Oh, Linus! I'm glad you're here. I'm conducting a survey, and I was wondering if you could answer a few questions for me.
Sure, go ahead.
The first question is, on a scale of 0 to 100, with a standard of 50 as average, 75 as above average, and 90 as exceptional, where would you rate me with regards to crabbiness?
You're my big sister.
That's not the question.
No, but that's the answer.
Linus, answer the question.
Lucy, I know you very well. If I were to give any sort of honest answer to that question, well, Lucy, you're just gonna slug me.
Linus, a survey that is not based on honest answers is like a house that is built on a foundation of sand. Why would I be taking the time to conduct this survey if I did not expect complete candor in all responses? Oh, Linus, I promise not to slug you. Now, what is your crabbiness rating for me?
95?
It's a woman's prerogative to change her mind. Now let's see. That's A, none of the above. There. I think that's it. Schroeder was right. I'm a crabby person. I'm a very crabby person and everybody knows it. I go around making everybody miserable. I'm a super crab. It's a wonder I have any friends at all, or even associates. I go around making life miserable for everyone who sees me. Oh, where did I go wrong? How could I be
What's
so...
wrong, Lucy?
Don't talk to me, Linus. I'm no good. I'm no good. I don't deserve to breathe the air that I breathe.
That's not true, Lucy.
Yes, it is. I'm no good, and I don't even deserve to live on this earth.
Yes, you do.
Name one reason. Name one single reason why I deserve to go on living on the face of this planet.
One. Well, for one thing, you have a little brother who loves you. Every now and then, I say the right thing.
I know it's hard to believe, but I'm sure Lucy knows now that she can't be crabby anymore.
Anymore.
Where is everyone? I told them to be here.
You told them to be here.
If we don't rehearse today, we can't perform at the assembly tomorrow.
The assembly tomorrow.
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown.
Linus.
Linus. Lucy.
No, not until you give me back my crayon.
That is my best pencil, and if you... Hi, Sally. If you don't give me back my pencil, I'll tell Sally what you said about
Lucy,
her.
don't tell.
Stop that. We've got to rehearse. You're late.
What did you say about me,
I
Linus?
didn't say anything. Lucy!
Well,
Stop!
There's no time to be sorry.
That's how much.
Quiet!
My best
friend.
pencil.
Give me my crayon.
Now remember,
Right now.
this is a
I
mood.
can see
We must paint a picture with music and words. And concentrate! Remember, adagio con brio.
Give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play.
Give me my pencil.
Where seldom is heard a discouraging word.
Not in your life.
give me a land.
Give me that pen.
Where the bride lies just as it
Close me, Janita, the street. Why did you take Sally's pencil?
where the great small white swan flows gliding along. What did he find me? Said sanctuary, an enigma, an enigma.
Enigma.
Boy, what a terrible thing to call him. What's an enigma? Never mind. What's an enigma?
What's an enigma?
Hey, look at my pencil.
Seldom is heard uncertain word.
And the skies are not cloudy all day.
You know, I've always wondered when it was that a dog was first regarded as a man's best friend.
Probably right after the invention of Cookie. Cookie? Cookie? My teeth are tingling again. I feel like if I don't just bite someone by sundown, I'll go stark raving mad. And yet, I know that society frowns on such an act. So what am I supposed to do? I'm just stuck with tingling teeth.
Every family has a chain of command. And do you know who's the lowest on that chain? Take guess. It's the dog. The dog is the lowest. Do you understand that? I said, do you understand that?
They hate it when you stare at them like this.
Hi, Linus, where are you going?
Lucy's teaching me, Charlie Brown. She says a sister's responsible for the education of her little brother, so she's teaching me. Boy, isn't she intelligent?
Come along, Linus. You see this tree? It is a fir tree. It's called a fir tree because it gives us fur for coats. It also gives us wool in the wintertime.
That's interesting, Lucy.
This is an elm tree. It's very little, but it will grow up into a giant tree. An elm can tell how old it is by counting its leaves.
Wow, that's fascinating.
No, Lucy, I don't mean to interfere,
And
but...
way up there, those little tiny white things, those are clouds. They make the wind blow. And way down there, those tiny little black things, those are bugs. They make the grass grow.
Is that so?
Yes, they go around tugging all day long at each tiny seedling until it grows into a great tall blade of grass.
Boy, that's amazing.
Oh, good grief.
And this thing here, it's called a hydrant. They grow all over, and no one seems to know just how a little thing like that gives so much water. Oh, do you see that bird? It's called an eagle. But since it's little, it has another name, a sparrow. And on Christmas and Thanksgiving, we eat them.
Now, Lucy, I'm sorry, but I can't stand idly by and listen to your wild...
Way up there, those little stars and planets make the rain that falls in showers. And when it's cold and winter is upon us, the snow comes up just like the flowers.
Now, Lucy, I know that's wrong. Snow doesn't come up. Snow comes down.
Actually, the wind blows it around so it looks like it's
it's coming down, but actually it comes up out of the ground like grass. Snow comes up. Charlie Brown, snow comes up.
Oh, good grief.
Why is Charlie Brown banging his head against that doghouse?
To tighten the nails of the foundation so Snoopy doesn't get hurt. Clouds make the wind blow, bugs make the grass run so. There you go. These are little known facts that now you know.
Oh, my stomach clock just went off. It's supper time and Charlie Brown has forgotten to feed me. Here I lie, the withering, hollow shell of a dog. And where is my supper dish? Oh, well, that's all right. He'll remember. When no furry friend comes to greet him after school, then he'll remember. And he'll march out here to the doghouse, but it'll be too late. There'll be nothing left but the dry carcass of the former friend who used to love to run and play so happily with him. Nothing but the bleached puppy bone.
Hey, Snoopy, are you asleep or something? I've been standing there a whole minute with your supper.
Supper time! Supper time! Behold the brimming bowl of meat and meal, which is brought forth to ease our hunger. Behold the flowing flag and moist and sweet, which has been sent to slake our thirst.
Now, Snoopy, there's no reason to make this a big production. Just get off that doghouse and eat.
It's supper time. Yeah, it's supper time. Oh, it's supper time. Very best time of day. It's supper time. Yeah, it's supper time. And when supper time comes, can't supper be far away. Bring on the soup dish, bring on the cup, bring on the bacon and fill me up, 'cause it's supper, 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 supper time. Bye-ya-do-da, well, it's supper time. Place to go. A bedtime, overtime, halftime too, but they just can't hold a candle to my supper time. Oh, bring on the hamburger. Puppy loves everyone. It's supper, 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 super pepper rubber, supper, super duper supper time. Ooh, yeah. Going on the meat, supper time, supper time. on the duck.
Cut that out! Now, why can't you eat your supper calmly and quietly like any other normal dog?
Well, what's wrong with making mealtime a joyous occasion?
By just standing here.
What are you doing?
I'm climbing up here to get a closer look.
Some nights, after supper time, I like to get up on my doghouse and hear the sounds of the night. But something seems to be missing. In my opinion, that's exactly what it needed. Oh, I'm so happy. That little red-headed girl dropped her pencil. There's teeth marks all over it. She nibbles her pencil. She's human. Today hasn't been such a bad day after all. Happiness is finding a pencil, pizza with sausage,
telling the time.
Happiness is learning to whistle,
tying your shoe for the very first time.
Happiness is playing the drum in your arms away.
and happiness is walking hand in hand. Happiness is two kinds of ice cream,
Knowing a secret.
climbing a tree. Happiness is 5 different crayons, catching a firefly, setting him free. Happiness is being alone every now and then. And happiness is coming home again. Happiness is morning and evening, daytime and nighttime too. For happiness is anyone and anything at all that's loved by you.
Happiness is having a sister.
Sharing a sandwich. Getting along.
Happiness is singing together when day is through. And happiness is those who sing with you. Happiness is morning and evening, daytime and nighttime too. For
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.